How did Leapfrog Engineering scale from approximately 23.51 crore rupees in FY21 revenue to 152.34 crore rupees in FY26 with an outstanding order book of over 384 crore rupees? It did not achieve this by remaining a small electrical contractor or by accepting unrelated projects across every possible market. Leapfrog expanded from specialized electrical and instrumentation services into an integrated engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning or EPCC company. Today it manages electrical engineering, automation, HVAC, fire protection and modular substations across the project lifecycle, from design and procurement to installation, testing, commissioning and handover. This integrated model helps customers reduce coordination challenges, improve execution control, and work with one accountable engineering partner. Leapfrog also built depth in the Middle East, completing more than 14 projects in Kuwait and expanding into Bahrain and the UAE. By March 2026, nearly 85% of its 384.03 crore rupees order book was linked to exports. The growth idea was clear. Move beyond specialist services and take responsibility for a larger share of the customer's engineering problem. Founder, Managing Director and CEO Prabhav Narasimha Rao brought deep experience in electrical systems, automation, project management and EPCC execution. In 2003, he and a team of technocrats started Leapfrog after seeing engineering, design and construction handled by separate vendors, creating delays, coordination failures and cost overruns. Leapfrog responded with an integrated design-build model, bringing electrical, instrumentation, fire protection, and industrial automation under one roof. Founder Prabhav Narasimha Rao explains, traditionally, electrical systems, automation, and mechanical layouts were designed in complete isolation. We realized that true efficiency doesn't come from mastering one silo, but from building a bridge between them under a single execution framework. Let us see how Leapfrog addressed 6 growth challenges and what it changed to scale up. Challenge 1. Moving beyond a single service. Electrical and instrumentation covered only a small part of a large industrial project, while customers still had to coordinate multiple specialist vendors. What Leapfrog changed? It added automation, fire protection, building automation, HVAC, and modular substations, then combined engineering, procurement, construction, and commissioning through a single window design-build model. As a result, Leapfrog could compete for larger and more complex projects, moving from a specialist contractor to an integrated engineering partner. What SMBs can learn. When customers compare your service mainly on price, connect related capabilities and solve a larger part of their problem. Challenge 2. Making custom projects repeatable. Every EPCC project has different specifications, site conditions, safety needs, and testing requirements. So informal execution can create delays, design errors, and rework. What Leapfrog changed? It built a structured execution process covering design checks, documentation, procurement, quality control, testing, mobilization and handover while developing prefabricated modular substations or E-houses. As a result, Leapfrog could deliver larger and more complex projects across different sectors and locations with greater speed, safety, and consistency. What SMBs can learn? Do not scale complex work through personal effort alone. Build clear stages, quality checks, approvals, and ownership. Challenge 3. Building a focused export corridor. Entering too many countries without local knowledge, references, or repeat customers can make export growth expensive and difficult. What Leapfrog changed? It first built depth in Kuwait, completing more than 14 projects, then expanded into Bahrain and the UAE, opened a Dubai office, and built relationships with major industrial and EPC customers. As a result, the Middle East became a major growth corridor. By March 2026, export projects accounted for approximately 327.14 crore rupees or 85% of Leapfrog's 384.03 crore rupees order book. What SMBs can learn? Build credibility in one market, win repeat business, then expand into nearby markets where the same capabilities and relationships remain valuable. Challenge 4. Funding larger projects. Large EPCC projects require materials, supplier payments, and team mobilization before full customer payment. locking more cash into inventory, work in progress, and receivables. What Leapfrog changed? It strengthened procurement, supplier management, and financial planning. Through its 2026 public offering, it allocated around 36.05 crore rupees for working capital and approximately 27 crore rupees for capital expenditure, including a new facility. As a result, stronger working capital and internal capacity can support larger projects with better control over assembly, manufacturing, and delivery, provided projects are completed, billed, and collected on time. What SMBs can learn? Before accepting a large order, calculate when suppliers must be paid and when customer cash will arrive. Revenue growth without cash flow planning can weaken the business. Challenge 5. Diversifying around core strengths. Dependence on one sector creates risk, but entering too many unrelated markets can stretch the business and dilute focus. What Leapfrog changed? It entered connected sectors including infrastructure, metals, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, food processing, utilities, and renewable energy, all using its existing electrical, automation, and project execution capabilities. As a result, Leapfrog created new sources of demand while continuing to use the same engineering knowledge, supplier network, and delivery systems. What SMBs can learn? Diversify into markets where your existing capabilities remain useful. Connected adjacencies are usually safer than entering an unfamiliar business. Challenge 6. Going deep in selected export markets. Entering too many countries at once can stretch teams, capital, and project control, while regulations and site conditions increase execution risk. What Leapfrog changed? Focused on Kuwait and Bahrain, selectively entered the UAE, integrated electrical and automation solutions, and pre-assembled systems in Bengaluru before shipment. International certifications further help Leapfrog qualify for higher value projects while reducing overseas execution risk. As a result, Leapfrog strengthened market credibility, improved delivery control, and moved from supplying individual components to executing complete industrial solutions. What SMBs can learn? Choose a few high-value export markets and build depth through repeat business. Package products with engineering and services, and treat certifications as investments that open premium global opportunities. In the words of the founder, expanding your horizons to global markets isn't about chasing higher top-line numbers. It is about cross-border operational resilience. True scale comes from establishing deeply integrated, repeatable engineering infrastructure that satisfies strict regulatory mandates across diverse geographies simultaneously. Leapfrog's journey reminds us that sustainable growth comes from deeper capabilities, disciplined execution, and carefully chosen markets.